Good morning and Jai Hind children. We are discussing the chapter components of food in biology. Is it? And in previous class, we have discussed some of the book exercise, like book exercise A and book exercise B. Alright? So today we'll discuss the answers of book exercise C. So come to the exercise. Exercise C is actually the short answer question. And you have to write the answers of these questions in one or two sentences, not more than that. Okay, only just in one or two sentences. And question one is there in short question: into which classes are nutrients divided? Which of these provide energy to the body? So children, two parts are there in the question. In first part, you have to write that what are the different classes in which nutrients are divided. So how many classes are there? Five classes are there. Is it? Five classes are there, and the classes are carbohydrates, proteins, fats, vitamins, minerals. Right. These are the five classes in which the nutrients are divided. Now, in the second part of the question, it is asked that out of these five classes, which of these provide energy to the body? Who provides energy to the body? Yes. Carbohydrates provide energy to the body. Alright. Understood this answer? Now, come to the question number two. And the question is, what are protective foods? So children, simply protective food means the foods which protects our body from diseases like vitamins and minerals. Alright. So these all kind of foods which have vitamins and minerals are known as protective foods because they protect our body from different diseases. Now the question is, how are the proteins important for the body? How we can say that the proteins are important for our body? So the reason is that proteins are important because they help to grow our body. Okay, that is why proteins are also known as body building foods. What they are known as? Body building foods because they help to grow, they help to build our body. Like the small children like you, your body is going to grow, your height is going to increase because of the proteins. So you have to take more and more protein rich food so you can grow well. Alright. Now the question number 4, mention two cooking methods that destroy nutrients in food. At the time of cooking food, sometimes the nutrients of the food get destroyed by what? Wrong method of cooking. So what may be these wrong methods? And you have to list two wrong methods of cooking. So the first one, cooking food in excess water and throwing that water. This is one of the wrong way of cooking. Is it not? We must not have to cook the food in excess water. Only the water which is required by it, not more than that. And after cooking, we must not have to throw the water, is it? Because most of the nutrients are going to thrown along with water. So this is one of the wrong way of cooking, wrong method of cooking. And the second one is cooking the food at high temperature or more cooking. It is also one of the wrong method because by cooking more, some of the nutrients are going to destroy from the food. So these are the two wrong methods of cooking. Right. Now come to the next question number 5, and the question is, name the two kinds of carbohydrates. Which of these provide us quick energy? Carbohydrates are of two types. That is, first one, sugar and starch. These are the two types of carbohydrate, and out of them, sugars provide us quick energy. Who provide us quick energy? Sugar. Starch also provide us energy, but it takes some time to provide the energy. Okay, understood everyone? Now, on to the next question number. And the question is, which nutrients are needed by our body in small quantities only? Out of these all, which one is required by our body but in small quantity? So, yes, the nutrients like vitamins and minerals. They are important for our body but not in excess, in less amount. They are required. Get it? Now, the question number 7 is, write the symptoms of rickets. What happens in rickets disease? Children, remember that we have discussed all the deficiency diseases in chapter now. So in rickets disease, what happens? That bones of the body are getting soft. That is why they get bend easily. They bend easily. So the bow legs are one of the symptom in which the leg bone gets bent like a bow. Pigeon chest is also one of the symptoms in which what happened? This chest bone gets flat. Alright, so these are the symptoms of the rickets disease. Alright, now the next question number 8. What are the symptoms of marasmus? Marasmus is also a deficiency disease which occurs due to the deficiency of proteins, fats and carbohydrates. Alright. So the symptoms, the child who is suffering from this disease gets thin, very thin. Okay. And the skin is going to what? Lose folds. On the skin they have the folds. Okay. And and the stomach gets swollen. Right. So these are the symptoms of some of the symptoms of marasmus disease that generally occurs in small children. Okay. Now the next one, question number 9. The incidence of goiter among the people living in the Himalayan region was quite high. Why? As in the chapter we have discussed, the people, those who are living in Himalayan region, most of them are suffering from the disease goiter. So you have to give the reason why. Why most of them are suffering from the goiter? So children, reason is simply the goiter is a deficiency disease which occurs due to the deficiency of iodine in food, and iodine is a mineral which naturally present in salt. Is it not? So in Himalayan region, this mineral is lacking in soil and in water there. So that is why people not get sufficient amount of iodine mineral in their food, and as a result most of them are suffering from water. Get it? Understood everyone? So this one is all about the short answer questions, and you need to write these answers in your notebook. Okay? Now come to the next exercise of book. Exercise D. And this exercise is having which kind of question? Long answer question. And you have to write the answer of this question in a small paragraph, like 3 or 4 lines. Get it now? So come to the first question number 1. Explain the importance of the following vitamins for the body. Children, question number 1 have 4 parts, A, B, C, D, and the names of different vitamins are written. You have to write that what? why these vitamins are important for our body. Get it? So the first one is vitamin. Why the vitamin A is important for our body? Because it protects us from certain diseases. Like, what are the diseases that occur due to the lack of vitamin A? Yes, night blindness. This is one of the disease which occurs due to the lack of vitamin A. That is why this disease is very important for us, for our body, to protect us from night blindness. Get it? Second is vitamin. Why this vitamin C is important for our body? Yes, because this protein is protecting our body from certain deficiency diseases. Yes, like scurvy is one of the disease which occurs due to the lack of vitamin. So to make our muscles, blood muscles and the body muscles strong, okay, this vitamin is important. Clear? Now the next one is vitamin. Why this vitamin is important for our body? Yes, because this vitamin protects our body from certain diseases like rickets. Yes, in which what happens? The bone of the body gets soft and easily get bent. Okay, that is why to make our bone strong, vitamin D is important. Clear? Now the next vitamin is vitamin E. And this vitamin A is important because yes, it helps in clotting our blood. Clotting our blood, it means when we get injured anytime, blood starts flowing from that injured skin. But after some time, naturally it gets stopped. Blood get clot there. So how this blood get clot? Because of the presence of vitamin A. If this vitamin K will not be there in the blood, then what can happen? The blood will not clot and the blood flow continuously, and our body will lose most of the blood. Get it? So that is why to clot the blood at the time of injury, this vitamin is very important. Alright? Understood everyone? Now come to the next question number 2. And the question is, explain the importance of the following minerals for the body. These are the different vitamins whose important we have discussed. Now in question 2, we have discussed the importance of 4 different minerals. And the first mineral is calcium. Calcium is a mineral which is important because it make our bones, teeth strong. Is it? For strong bones and strong teeth is it required by our body. Alright? Next mineral is sodium. Why it is important? Yes, this is the mineral which is required by our body for proper functioning of our nervous system. And nervous system is going to play which role? Communication of message in the body. Okay, so proper communication of messages will occur if our nervous system will work properly, and this can occur only in the presence of proper sodium mineral in the body. Okay, now the next one is potassium. Potassium mineral is required by our body for what? Yes. Yes, to keep our bones and the gums, the teeth, enamel, these all becomes what? Strong, becomes healthy because of the presence of potassium. So along with calcium, potassium also responsible for making our bones and teeth strong. Now the next one is iron. Iron is a mineral also required by our body for, yes. All right. So the iron mineral is required for proper functioning of our body cells and tissues. Okay. So whatever the materials which are present in them, they can be flow easily. The hemoglobin of the blood can can carry the oxygen and flow in our blood vessels. So this is because of the presence of which mineral? Iron mineral in the body. Alright. Understood? Now come to the next question number 3. And the question is, why should you drink 6 to 8 glasses of water every day even when water does not provide any energy? Water does not provide us energy. Sugar provides us energy. Starch provides us energy. But it is suggested that we must have to take 6 to 8 glasses of water every day. Why? The reason is to stay healthy and to maintain the balance of water in the body, because most percentage of our body is what? Made up from water, it is liquid. So to maintain that balance of the water content in the body, we need to take sufficient amount of water per day. This is one of the reason. Second reason is there for what? Movement of the substances, transportation of the materials within the body. Also water is required. Like for digestion of foods, water is required. For movement of the blood, water is required. Alright. That is why we must have to take 6 to 8 glasses of water per day. Okay. Now the next question number, what do you mean by a balanced diet? Is it the same for everybody? Why? So come one by one. Three questions are there. The first question is, what do you mean by a balanced diet? So simply, a balanced diet is a diet which contains all the nutrients in sufficient amount. Okay, it is protein, it may be carbohydrate, minerals, vitamins, fats, every nutrients present in our diet in a proper amount. So such a diet is known as balanced diet. Get it? Now the second question is there. Is it the same for everybody? For you, for me, for old person, everybody must be same. No, it varies from age to age, from person to person, because the requirement of the body at different stages of our life is different. Like at your stage of life, your body require more protein than me, because my body is not going to grow, whereas your body is going to grow. Get it? So this balanced diet is going to vary. Alright? Understood the reason now? Question number 5. What are deficiency diseases? Name 4 deficiency diseases and the associated nutrients. And very simple question, children. First, define deficiency diseases. So the diseases which occurs due to the lack of certain nutrients in the body are known as deficiency diseases. Any disease which occurs due to the lack of nutrient. So if it will termed as deficiency disease, you have to write the name of 4 deficiency disease. So take any 4. The first one is scurvy. Scurvy is a disease now, deficiency disease. Because of which nutrient, lack of which nutrient it occurs? Vitamin C. Okay, rickets occurs due to the lack of vitamin D. Alright, anemia occurs due to, yes, mineral, iron. Okay, and one more. Yes, goiter. You can say that many are there. Goiter due to the lack of mineral iodine. Alright, understood everyone? Now, come to the Next, question number 6. Discuss the importance of roughage in our diet. Why roughage are important in our food, in our diet? So simply, roughage are important because they help in digestion of food. Get it? That is why we need to take roughage. Like you are going to take salad in your diet now. Why? Because salad are rich with fibers or roughage. And these roughage or fibers help to digest the food whatever we are going to eat easily. Alright. So this is the importance of roughage in our body for proper digestion of food. Understood, children? All the long answers. Huh? Now come to the next. After the long answers, we have the next exercise, that is thoughts question. For giving the answers of these questions, you have to think about the question. Then you can give the answer easily. Get it? And the question one is, it is observed that constipation is common among people in the Western countries who eat more meat and processed food than us. Understood the statement? What is the statement? The constipation problem. Constipation means what? The problem of digestion related to our digestive system. Okay? Like acidity and all. So this problem is common among which kind? Where people? Whose people? Western countries. Because they are eating more meat and which kind of food? Processed food. Processed food means packaged food. Okay, the food which is sold in the market in the packets, those are the processed food. Those people are mostly going to use such kind of food. That is why they are suffering from constipation. Alright. So, what can be the reason for this? Why it happens? So, simple children, the processed food and the meat, it is not containing the roughage in proper amount. That is why they are suffering from the constipation. Meat carry only what? Certain nutrients like fat and some of the proteins, but they are lacking vitamins, they are lacking minerals. Alright. And the processed food, what happened there? Certain chemicals are mixed there to keep it for long time in the packet. Right. So those chemicals when we eat along with the food, so they also causes constipation problem in our. Get the reason? That is why the people are suffering from constipation. Now the question two, an overworked computer software engineer works on the computer the whole day. Suppose there is a computer engineer, software engineer who is working long time on computer system. Alright, most of the time, say that 10 hours, 12 hours, he is sitting in front of the computer and doing his work, doing his job. So, he gets very tired after work. Somebody advised him to eat more carbohydrates and fats to get more energy. Some of her friend or some of his friend has advised to take more carbohydrate and fat rich food. Then you will get energy. Do you think this will help him? Do you think that it is right? While taking more carbohydrate and fat, that engineer will not get tired. Is it? It is correct. It is right. No. Why? Why? Because because our body needs some rest at the time of work. While taking carbohydrate and the fats, the body will get the energy, but here the engineer is not going to spend energy. He is going only mental work, not the physical work. Get it now? So that engineer might be get obesity, suffering from the problem of obesity if he will take more fat rich food, carbohydrate rich food. So this will not solve the problem. The problem is there That engineer must take balanced diet, have proper exercise, yoga, and rest while doing long work. If he is going to work for 10 hours, so he must take about 10 minutes rest after 2 hours, like that. Then he will not suffer with any problem. Get it? Everyone? Now, the next question. Will you remain healthy if you only drink milk? Yes or no? If you are going to take only milk, not going to take food, not going to take fruits and all, so you will remain healthy? No. Why? Reason? Because milk contains a certain nutrient, not all nutrient. It contains some protein and fats. Right now? So that is why our body will not get a complete nutrient, set of nutrient, and that is why that person will not be healthy while taking only milk. Get it? Because milk not provide all kind of nutrient. It provides some kind of nutrient only to the body. Okay? Now the next question number 4 is, explorers going to the north or south poles must carry green vegetables and fruit juices with them. Get it? The explorers, the researchers, those who are going to North Poles and South Poles, they carry with them what? The fresh vegetables and fruit juices. So the question is, why it is necessary? Why this is necessary to carry the vegetables and fruits juices with them? Because on these places like the South Poles and the North Poles, fresh fruits and vegetables are not available. So for living long time there, your body will not get if vegetables and fruits, that is the lack of vitamins, because fruits and vegetables containing different kind of vitamins and minerals. Okay na? So while lacking of vitamins and minerals, the body suffers from certain diseases. That is why it is advised to carry vegetables and fruit juices with them. So you can use them time to time there, and the body will not suffer from diseases, deficiency diseases, especially like scurvy. Your body will not suffer from scurvy if you will take regularly vegetables and fruit juices. All right, understood the reason? Hmm? Okay, so this is all about your book exercise of the chapter components of, and I hope that you understood all the questions. Is it now? So you need to write these all answers in your pair notebook. Clear? Okay. Thank you and have a nice day, children.